Holy Spirit is like the wind, and you don't know where it's going to go or where it's coming from.
Now go love other people this way. He is real. I know now. He is real.
It's like if we can all get on the same page, we're all trying to get on the same page. Like this unity is not the truth. This unity is not the truth of the universe. It's not the core. It's unity, oneness, not uniformity. It's diversity, but it's unity. This is the first episode.
Yay.
Of something called the wind.
I'm very excited.
I'm excited. There's a giant spider right there.
Where?
Just watching.
It's
our first
you.
audience. No, those are good.
That's good.
Those are good spiders. It's a wolf spider. They eat the bad spiders.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did some.
So it's a protector and not a demon?
It's a protector spider.
Hey.
It's a good sign. It's a good sign.
Oh, it doesn't jump.
Sign of the wolf. What?
It doesn't jump, does it?
We'll find out.
It's looking at me. Okay. Wow.
So this is
So horrible.
It's big.
It's like 2 inches.
I wish we could just like turn the camera and just point at that spider, but it's too much. Maybe later as our production.
I can get a shot of it with my phone.
Go ahead.
Behind the scenes. Oh, Lord. You get it? Oh, okay. This is happening. Ooh. Well, it doesn't look as big now. Well, I need it. Oh, it's big. There he is, guys. How'd your kids?
Off to a great start.
Okay, yeah, exactly. What were we doing?
Well, it's an indicator of what it's going to be like. Just surprises and wild animals, insects. It's called the wind.
That's what the wind does.
Yeah, the wind is it's a natural force of natural element. It's an element of natural element of nature. No, seriously though. No, seriously. Think it'll stay there the whole time?
The thing is, I have my back kind of turned to it. So I'm not going to let you stop me, spider. You're a distraction.
I'll protect you.
Thank you. Okay, yeah, Jeffrey's watching
I'll watch
Anyways, guys, hi, welcome 5 minutes in. We're still talking about the spider.
This is not the spider. This is the wind.
This is the wind. That's right. Keep your eyes on.
And the reason it's called the wind is because
nobody knows where the wind's going.
That's true. Here it comes. It's moving closer.
No, you did. I will squish you. I will squish it.
Don't squish it. It's
fine. I will. Sorry, Charlotte.
No one knows where the wind blows or what it's going to do or what it's going to say.
We are people of the wind.
People of the wind. The wind is I think the best example of where the wind comes from is Jesus says, the Spirit, Holy Spirit is like the wind. And you don't know where it's going to go or where it's coming from or where it's going to go. And probably that's a bad quotation, but it says something like that.
Yeah.
But it's also, I think, like inspiration, like the wind. It's kind of like, it's like the winds of change or the winds are blowing this way or that way. Or I just think it's a metaphor for spirit.
The intangible,
And I think, we are definitely people who are trying to move by the Spirit. We're artists, so I think even more so we're trying to move by the Spirit and open ourselves up to the divine, supernatural, to allow that to come through us in a way that helps people, makes the world a better place, inspires people, creates beautiful things. So hopefully that's what we'll do, and that's a beautiful thing. The spider.
For now. Okay, why is it?
What would you like to say on the matter?
I'm trying to think of anything but spiders right now. Yeah, that was so beautifully put. The wind is the Holy Spirit, how he moves. And I think there's something ineffable and mysterious and doesn't make sense to the world about people who are moved by the Spirit. And so this is a place for those people.
What do you mean by it doesn't make sense to the world?
Well, sometimes don't you feel like we're led to do things that are like irrational? I mean, not in the crazy way, sometimes,
Oh, sure.
but like living by faith and not by sight. We don't have this and we're going to be fine. I really just feel led to go here and, like it's like you kind of like the wind, like you're a chime and, then you just kind of get moved by the wind and you're ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Yeah, or you give away, the idea of giving away things or pouring out to be
exactly
filled up. It's like opposite of.
Yes, I need, so I'm going to give. Or, I'm going to think about you instead of myself. Like, that's being led by the Spirit, by the laying your life down to, find it. It's coming right at me, everyone. I'm not going to curse right now, but I could. I'm trying to. Dude, I don't.
Should I shoo it away? Just so you
can we capture it and set it free outside?
It?
Yeah. A cup? Guys, this is Welcome to the Wind Ministries. He's got an Elmo and Cookie Monster book right now.
It does hop.
Guys, it hops. It straight jumped out of here like a jackrabbit into the bathroom. I don't know how you're so comfortable with.
Because I've done research.
Okay.
It's the same. Here's the same.
Why did it want
situation.
over here?
One time I was surfing, and this is one of the first handful of times I surfed in California, and I didn't know much about sharks, and so I was out there. All of a sudden, I saw a fin, and I hightailed it out of the water, swimming so fast, faster than I've ever swam in my life or surfed or whatever. But then, when I went inside, I researched what the difference between a shark fin and a dolphin fin, what's the difference in a shark and a dolphin? And I found out that sharks, they move like this, and dolphins, they move like this. And so, since then, I saw where, fins would come up, but they would always go like this. And so, because I was informed and educated,
so I need to get educated.
I was no longer afraid.
So he would hop into my lap, this spider, and just
I don't
let
think
me
you can
pet
jump
it.
that high. You could climb up the legs of the chair, possibly. She is over there in the bathroom. Anyways,
I'll be back.
off to a good start. What were your expectations for this podcast? What would you like to hope to? What would you like to hope to?
I'm just really glad to have conversation with you.
Yeah, this is actually the Win / Jeffrey and Ciera have a date.
We get interrupted a lot with our small children.
This is called Jeffrey and Ciera actually finish multiple sentences.
Finishing a conversation. I hope people are inspired and entertained and that they catch the wind and that there is God's freedom blown all over the place.
That was good. That was good and concise.
Good.
What do you want it to be like? Feel like? Sound like? Look like?
I don't know. I don't have expectations. I think it's exciting that things can just happen like spiders.
You're saying you don't want to try and harness the wind?
Well, yeah. I mean, I want to talk
Let's
about.
Let's pretend we could harness the wind. What would you want it to look, feel, sound like?
Okay. If we could harness this wind.
Or we don't want to harness it. We just want to set an expectation. What are our hopes and dreams of where the wind will take us?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I think I see a party. I see like musicians and artists and deep conversations about God and music released and poetry and wow, look at that. And and discoveries all along the way.
So from the former owner of the house.
Yeah, I'm seeing things I never saw before.
Give blood, play hockey.
Yeah, something here.
Welcome to the ADHD
Sorry.
podcast.
I'm just, all sorts of good stuff. I want the full creativity released.
That's good.
What about you?
I think I wanted to be fun. I wanted to be deep.
Yeah.
I wanted the fun to balance the deep, to be funny.
Yeah.
I wanted to be chill, definitely inspiring, artistic. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you
Have
want
some guests. What?
Yeah, guess.
Have some guests.
Yes.
Have some friends, married friends who I think would bring insight and have ideas for friends to come on, but also to meet new people, and also maybe even people who we disagree with, or people
Are we ready
who
for that? Wow.
so ready. Or people that we might disagree with, not necessarily that we disagree with. I don't I don't really think too much about how much I disagree with people, but it's more so like
Yeah, that's a good idea.
people who like are disagreed with.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
and then be able to be in between
Yeah.
to
That's
say,
good. Here's where we meet, or
yeah, like here's where I think some of the misunderstandings are, and here's I don't know. I guess there's a lot in the world that's like trying to be right. It's like, this is my perspective, this is my opinion, and which opinions are good to have, but like
right.
it's just like there's so many dividing things. So it's like, oh, we're on the right, we're on the left, we're Christian, atheist, we're New Age, we're Christian. It's just like all these like us versus them things going on, and I would just like it to be an us, be a part of the us thing.
Yeah, that's what's
The us party.
Party bus, party of more than 5. It's like what you are really good at that, though, Jeffrey. That's always been who you are.
I'm a peacemaker. My name means peacemaker.
Blessed are those.
I remember one time, this is funny, kind of a funny story. Maybe we'll talk about it more, but in a situation in which, like I started at a church and it ended really crazily.
Which
that was
church?
like one of the.
I feel like no. I mean, there's been. I feel
or
like
whatever. It doesn't matter at the moment.
That church.
That one, yeah. But at the very beginning, it was like, there was a situation. I was like the new guy, and we're like in a conversation, and it was like the church had the reputation of being like rah rah, and the pastor had a reputation of being rah rah and uppity, and so, the worship leader was like something about she'd like huddled us up. It was like something about we get to bring peace in the midst of this, and I was like, my name means peacemaker.
Whoa.
And it was like, I thought that was like a good thing to add, but it seemed like maybe it was like, okay, buddy, like, cool.
They didn't want to hear from you, Jeffrey.
Well, it's just a funny thing. It's a funny thing that like that was the first thing, and the way that things like went down. It's like
so
a peacemaker.
Yeah, but that honestly, when I woke up this morning,
And it didn't end well. If you're wondering,
he tried. It was the word that was in my spirit this morning: peace.
Boy, couldn't we use some of that?
We could use, yeah, absolutely.
All of us.
Yeah.
But mostly me and you.
Yeah, exactly. It was a lot of screaming in our house.
Mostly, mainly me.
I swear the screaming isn't us. Mostly, it's the children.
Well, there might not be any screaming during this one. We'll see if little people wander back over.
Oh, Lord. It happens. Yes, peacemaker, shalom. Yes.
Oh, that's the other thing I've been seeing.
What?
Salem. which that's like comes from the word shalom.
Oh,
I
it
think.
does? I
Pretty
heard
sure.
something referenced that it's also something to do with Jerusalem.
Yeah, there you go. Salem.
Yeah.
And I think wasn't that Melchizedek? Wasn't he the king of Salem? Am I making that
Maybe
up?
that was where I heard that reference.
I could be making that up.
And then I'm wrong too.
Well,
but-
if I'm wrong, well then that's a good example of what
Check
this
it out.
podcast is not going to be. It's like a guy who knows what he's talking about.
he does know a lot.
A preacher guy with a whole lot of theological information that you need to know. This is not that. So that's all right. That's expectations. We had this big spider. What about who are you?
Who am I?
What are you doing here? How did you get in this house?
Well, listen, I got in this chair because you're my husband.
And
I'm
I
married
said,
to you.
sit down.
I said, "Yay, we get to
Submit.
hang out." I
Submit, woman.
submitted. I sat
Submit
down.
to this idea I have.
I did submit. I'm always like,
Actually,
yes.
like you're probably
I
the
hope
bigger advocate, have been a bigger advocate than me. I'm like, yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, I feel like this needed to happen. I'm so glad we're here. This is.
You and the spider both.
I don't know. I'm not even.
He was so excited he came to watch.
He
and
was
he just wanted to
crawling
get
at
closer.
me.
He was
That is a
coming
good-
closer to
I'm not convinced
observe
that
and
wasn't a demon.
enjoy all creation. Will
It was okay. Listen,
the glory. What is it? That verse. The
Trample
whole
on
earth. The
wolf
whole
spiders
earth is full of this
filled
glory.
with its glory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope he doesn't bite.
Anyways.
Who am I?
Yeah.
My name is Ciera.
Get a little closer to that mic.
My name is Ciera. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I do things. I do a lot of things. I don't even want to hear about the things that I'm into.
Yeah. You do things. You make things.
Yeah, I
you-
do so many things. Started as an actress, making movies. We made our own movies, and then had babies. And
You were an actress in L.A.
yeah, okay, we're going there. Yeah, I was an actress in LA, and I grew up around LA, started acting, working as an actress. Acting was my life, and started to make movies. And then my life totally took a turn.
What kind of movies did you make?
Okay, I did. Uh-oh, I'm nervous.
What?
Okay. Listen. You don't have to watch everything you Google.
I didn't say what are the names of the movies
No,
you made. I
I
said
grew
what
up-
kind of movies did you
I
make?
made independent films.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I was a wild child, and I mean, I didn't grow up in a Christian home or anything, so I was a wild child and free spirit, and
It's
I
not.
loved
That doesn't mean
acting.
that's the type of movies that she made. Wild child movies.
Well, no, I guess what I'm saying is, yeah, there are a few that I'm very proud of. I'll say that. Because I had different values then. And that's a whole can of worms. It's a whole conversation. But I loved acting, and I was just a real artist. And
What is a real artist?
I guess I wanted to have success. A real artist, someone who's driven by the wind, wherever the wind will blow you. And you want success, yes. Who doesn't want an audience? Yes. But it's not something you can just put down and walk away from, like, I will now be, do this, and that door is closed. It's like you can never close the door of that call on you to create art. It's like having another need, like that's how I think. It's like humans, we need to sleep, we need to eat, we need to do A, B, and C.
Poop.
Yeah, it's like these basic things. But when you are like that, the wind, the art, you're an artist, you have to do that, or else you will not function. You'll just
Shrivel up and die.
shrivel up. Yeah, you'll be like a zombie. So anyway, that's what I mean by an artist. So
Someone who's devoted to their art.
Yeah,
Because
like it's a call. It's your soul.
Because why?
It's a part of your
You have to.
soul to create, to express. It's like love. It's like a love. I think God puts God puts this loving, maybe because he wants to say something through you, so he's like put his like pressing on you, like you must. And it feels like love, doesn't it? And it's like freedom and joy. And you're like with him in it. Whether you know that you're like, never knew Jesus until like later when I was, getting to that part of the story, like later. But if you're an artist, you don't have to know who God is to like having intimacy with God as an artist.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's some people that would not, you wouldn't know them as Christian anything, just artists, but very true things, light, hope, good,
Right.
pure things come through them. I think maybe unbeknownst to them, probably, but I think that's like the idea of, that's like kind of the idea of being an artist. It's like a vessel, like an instrument.
Do you think we're all artists? Some of us are just more like given
Like,
to
what is
it?
an artist? Like, an artist is somebody that creates. Is there a difference between a creative and an artist?
I don't know. I guess maybe not. I don't know what I'm getting at then. Somebody who's just topsy-turvy, head over heels into their art.
Yeah, I think everybody is probably creative. I think maybe an artist is somebody that like creativity
Drives them.
in making things is
Center.
their purpose. I think you can be a chef and be an
Right,
artist
totally.
and be creative. You can be a
Yes.
plumber and be creative. You can be
right.
a custodian, a I mean, like, you can be creative at anything. You can be an artist in some form in those places in life, but that doesn't necessarily mean that like on your occupation you write artist. But I don't know that necessarily means you're not an artist. It just means some people do it as a job,
like
and some
that's
people
their pursuit. They're like, I got to do this.
Yeah.
And that was kind of me.
Anyways, back to you.
I don't know. That was me, and
You're a wild child.
wild child. Always been wild child, and free and seeking. Like I was in the New Age, and I loved
What does that mean?
art. Oh, I loved the New Age. I read all the books of Deepak Chopra, and
Did you call it New Age?
I guess so. Yeah.
Back then, you knew it as
I was
New
just like
Age?
spiritual. Yeah. I mean, that in the bookstore, it's like the New Age section.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Yeah. So I always like was enamored by God or spiritual things, and like going and pursuing that and finding like that. Also, like, I guess that, but I was like not understanding Jesus, or like, when it was explained to me, I was like, I don't know about that. But
You just thought, what did you think he was?
I guess I was like I remember thinking when I was younger, and I went to church briefly when I was like a teenager, and I was like, I get God, but I don't understand. It was like I was having like worship experiences with like this like God. Like I wasn't, and then like when they start to explain to me, and he is the Son of God, and I was like, I don't get that. Like I just wanted God. Like I felt like something.
It's like one guy and then there's another guy.
Yeah, I didn't understand, and I was kind of. I remember thinking and feeling like I'm not going to believe anything if I don't have an experience of it. I was like, that's good for you, but I don't have an experience of that, so I don't need to take that as truth. Until I had an experience with Jesus.
You got what you asked for.
And boy, did I. And that changed.
And what happened?
Well, so I had my Hollywood experience, and I was finding myself kind of at a rock bottom, alone in Venice in an apartment, and my life fell apart. And I kind of thought I was going to just like die young. I was like, I don't really know. I thought I'd never get married or just die young. But I was like, that doesn't matter. And I was alone in my apartment. I was seeking God, though. I remember, and the beach. Like, I remember, all I want is you, God. But I was like, in the tarot cards, I didn't really. And I had this experience in my apartment one day. I remember. I was open to the idea of Jesus. Actually, I had a few encounters with Jesus, but I didn't accept it. Like, I was in that direction, but I still didn't, like, say I was a Christian or confess him as God.
You didn't do the walk down the aisle and
Never
confess
did that.
with your lips.
No, I did not confess with my lips. This is interesting. But what happened? Yeah, I didn't. I kind of thought it was like it's still like he's like ascended master, like category.
You figured it out.
Yeah. And then I had this experience where I went and I was on a walk in Venice, and then I went into my apartment and sat down on a little brown couch.
I'm going to cut to me.
Oh no, my skirt.
I'm going to cut to me, and I'm going to edit.
Go ahead and cut to the spider.
I'm going to cut to anything else than my
Listen, that was just also the devil trying to like whip my skirt open right when I was about to talk about Jesus. Okay. Nice try. Anyways, I went to my couch and I felt like I heard in my spirit, "Are you ready to receive now?" And I was like, yeah. I don't know, yeah. And I had this encounter with the love of God. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, I was flooded with this amazing love. It was like I never felt that much love ever before, ever in my life. And it was like whoosh, and I was overcome with this love for me. I could feel that it was personal. It was for me. And I was like enraptured, and I was like, whoa, all I kept feeling was like, I can't believe that anyone would love me like this. I never knew. I never in my life, anyone. And I was crying and like having this intimate experience. And then I heard, "Now go love other people this way." And in that moment, I just knew that it was Jesus. I was like, this is Jesus. And I was like, that's impossible. I can't love like this. But I knew it was Jesus. And that's in the moment in my heart, I was just like, Jesus is real. Like, he is real. I know now he is real. All this time I've been avoiding him. And now I knew. And so that was, for me, the moment of acceptance and seeing. And that was it. Then I joined my local church, and then no, just kidding. I didn't do any of that.
You did. You were going to, when I met you, you were going to a local church.
Yeah, that's right. I was going to a church. Like, yeah, I would go. I loved the worship. But same as when I was a kid, I was just sort of like floating. And then, and then it was Jesus is real. I met him. He loves me. And then I was like, okay, I've got a Bible. I'm going to start reading my Bible, and this is real, and kind of knew in my soul, like in my spirit, like, okay, this is the path. I was seeking God, and this is the path. But then shortly after that, God gave me a whole new life. Like I said, I thought I was going to die young. That I was divorced. I had just went through this crazy divorce, and I thought that was it. And then shortly after that, months, I was like, I think you have a husband for me, God. I'm going to believe for that. And then there was Jeffrey. And it was like God gave me everything. He gave me a fresh start when I didn't deserve one. I didn't do anything. I wasn't doing anything right at that point, like religiously. I wasn't doing anything right. It was just pure grace that he came to me, pure grace that he brought you into my life, pure grace. I didn't know right clothes to wear. I didn't know the Bible to read. I didn't know what to say, what not to say, what to do, what not to do. I just knew I was loved. And God blessed me with a whole fresh start, a whole new life. I thought I was barren. I thought I couldn't have children. I have 3 beautiful children, never had any problem. That's hope for somebody. It was just, everything changed.
That was a great time.
It was a great time. It was miraculous for you as well?
Yeah. I had a different experience of life. Heard all about Jesus early on. Went to church early on. My dad worked at a church, worked in ministry, was around Jesus. Memorized all the Bible verses, knew all the stuff that you're supposed to know because I went to a Christian school, all that sort of stuff. But was still a little like a wild child. Not terribly wild, but just enough. Like, just enough, you know. I used to sneak back in elementary school. I would be on the way to lunch, and I would sneak back. I would tell them I forgot my lunch money. And I would sneak back, and ready for this? Would steal money out of the missionary fund. All the kids would give their, change to the missionaries, and I would grab like a couple dollars in quarters for a Snickers. Sorry, missionaries. I need to eat this Snickers.
We're still paying.
I could have just
now.
asked for my. I don't know why I didn't think to ask my parents for some money to buy a Snickers at lunch. Why didn't I just be like
kids?
It was the thrill. I don't know. It's weird.
Thrill.
But yeah. So I was like, I didn't necessarily have I think that's the trajectory of my life was wanted and the real experience with Jesus. Not that I didn't experience, I went to church, I knew what I was supposed to do. I think mostly was definitely don't want to go to hell, and this is what I need to do so I don't go to hell. But also was this is just the truth. This is what it is. All the Bible stories were great, great stories about great men and women who acted on faith and did extraordinary things. It's yeah, that's what I want to do, But I was saved at 8, or made the decision to follow Jesus and be baptized, and but. It was so much of it was me doing what I was supposed to do, told that I was supposed to do, reading about what I was supposed to do, doing the right things. It was more about what I didn't do for a long time. It's I didn't do bad things. I didn't drink. I didn't do drugs. I didn't sleep around. I didn't, smoke or whatever the things were. It's I don't do those things, as opposed to well, who are you? What do you do? Not to say that I was kind to people. I was loving. In school, I tried to make sure everybody felt loved. I didn't, I knew what it meant to love and serve people. But I think I wanted, that's what I remember as far as my journey and trajectory. It's there was a period of time when my parents were splitting up. And I felt it was all right, here's the moment in which I'm going to go out into the world and experience for myself who God is, have an encounter, that sort of thing. And that's when I felt I actually found my purpose, my calling, which was as an artist to make music, make things that makes the world a better place, makes the world, Jesus's prayer, on earth as it is in heaven. That's the thing, that's the endeavor. It's whatever you're doing on earth as it is, did that in reverse. On earth as it is in heaven.
It's all kind of like this anyways.
Well.
I'm doing circular motions.
And yeah, and so we met on, a particular leg of that journey in which I wanted to be married a long time. I remember like my brother's manager said like, "Oh, you love being in love." It's like, I think I just wanted to be married, and now that I am married, it's like, man, I'm so glad I'm married. Like, I don't want to, it's such a whole like thing to like finally get married. It's like, whew. It's like one thing you don't have to worry about anymore in a lot of ways. Like, it's like, man, I can just like have this hot chick forever. I don't have to like try and go out and get a hot chick, find a hot chick, like do all the things, like make sure the hot chicks all get on the same page. We're all trying to get on the same page. It's not that, it's like I have a hot chick who likes me. She thinks I'm a hot dude, and I can just chill, for the most part.
It's marriage in a nutshell right there.
Not, like it's not chill in the way to like stop trying at marriage, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stop trying.
Dating, no. That doesn't
dating. So anyways, we met, decided to join forces.
Yeah. It was a miracle.
In that endeavor. And it's kind of an interesting back and forth of like trying to see like what that looks like. Even when we're married, like, or when we first got together or getting married, we were still doing projects. It was like we were having these conversations about like, what does it look like to be an artist as a believer, or should you do these things or not do these things? Especially as like a female actor.
Oh yeah.
She get asked to do all sorts of crazy stuff.
Oh yeah. I did all sorts of crazy stuff. But I think like, yes, I have a different perspective now because of taking seriously my role as a wife and being mature now, understanding the importance of marriage and how men and women operate, and the importance of art, and also being a mom, and things that I never, but see, it's like I never, ever was taught that. And there's so many, like, it's hard for me to judge women doing all sorts of mad things, or because it's like, maybe they were not taught. Like, I'm around a village of women now who everyone like grew up in wonderful godly homes, and they had all these, like, they were homeschooled. It's like these women are incredible. And I'm like, I can't believe I know you. But I look at like a lot of what I went through is I was literally never told like virginity matters, never told like what you wear matters, never told not to take my clothes off, never told any of that. I was just not taught that. So if
you were taught that, would you have,
I don't know,
done it?
Like I don't, I don't know. I was rebellious, but probably not. Probably I wouldn't have done stuff.
Well, I was gonna say, like, I was taught that and I still did stupid things,
but I mean, like, if I was told like the dangers of things, I mean, I was 19, like taking care of myself. I was out in Hollywood, like all through the night, like I was just out. I was gone. Like nobody was aware where I was, who I was with. I was driving drunk down the 101 freeway home from work every day. I was like, God protected me. I was in so many dangerous positions with so many older men. Like Hollywood is crazy. And I was just spared. I could have been totally demolished, but God saved me, protected me. And so I just didn't know. I was just foolish. I was just totally foolish. And God just really protected me. And it's unfortunately the tale of so many girls who go to Hollywood who are just like, I just want to be an artist. Nobody ever told me, nobody showed me. I was sexually abused as a child. Like I had no idea what my value was. No idea. So there's that. So now I know, and I'm sure, yeah.
Well, that's definitely something that finding out more and more people are have that experience, and at the hands of like pastors and stuff now. Like, not only are we finding out people have had that, I just keep finding, it seems like it's mind blowing. Like so many people have had that experience. My dad had that experience. Other, just so many people, but not only have had that experience, but now we're finding out have had that experience at the hands of people that should be the most trustworthy or the most the highest representation of good or truth, and at least as a human, and it's like people are experiencing the opposite. So I guess that it's a good example of why we feel like we need to do this. Just people are hurting, struggling, dealing with trauma, dealing with anxiety, depression, just navigating a crazy world. Probably, I feel like this, maybe people that were alive during World War II or something like that would probably disagree with me, but I feel like we're living in the craziest time ever.
There's a lot of crazy stuff. Crazier and crazier.
Yeah, and it just gets
Darker.
crazier and everything.
Yeah, it is.
It's just exciting. Because it's all these things are being unveiled. People are waking up. They're seeing through the nonsense. They're seeing behind the curtain, which I think is a great thing. But boy, it's brutal. To
Yeah, I can't.
I thought. I'm somebody that in college, call it conspiracy theorist or whatever, but somebody that asks questions or I'm not sure I'm buying that whole story, and that set me on a path to I think which prepared me for this time, or at least there's a lot of things that people are finding out right now that I feel like I've known about for a while. So it's maybe been a little more gradual for me, where some people it's ripping off a Band-Aid. It's
really bad.
Which is, I think, what made it so hard for me for a little while there was running around what's that little chicken little?
Chicken Little.
Because the sky is falling, and they're okay, crazy guy, whatever you say. And now it's everybody's did you know this? Everybody's the sky's falling, the sky's falling. It's yeah, I tried to tell you that the sky was falling.
I thought it was crazy.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
and now everybody is, and it just seems every day it's getting more and more. Something new to navigate through, some new
maybe it is
world thing.
Yeah, escalating.
Yeah, where it's some people think it's the world is ending and Jesus is coming back. I don't really, I'm not on that train personally. Not that Jesus is not coming back, but I don't think that's the, he's coming back. He said he's coming back. Not sure necessarily what that looks like. It's a whole conversation, but if nothing else, the world is changing, and in order to, I feel in order to go where we need to go collectively, I feel in order for more on earth as it is in heaven, it's you have to first rip off the blinders, and you have to unmask the darkness or unmask the lies, so everybody can. Because if it's if we all, I think that's the angle right now. It's if we can all get on the same page. We're all trying to get on the same page. Well, I think most of us are, and then there's also this effort that's trying to keep us from getting on the same page. Yeah. And it's if we could all get on the same page, at least we don't have to all agree on everything. But if we can agree on some things, we can head in a good direction collectively, in which the world would get better, I think, faster. But I think there's been a long time where it's there's been a concerted effort. Is that a thing? Concerted effort to keep everybody blind so that they could continue doing what they're doing. And we, the masses, are just cattle running around I don't know, like crazy.
Yeah, but I like what you said. Yeah, it's like unity is so important. Like I think it's everything.
Not uniformity,
Yeah.
unity.
Yes, unity. Like just loving and saying we're going to work like the peacemaker to stay unified. Like not to have hate in our hearts for one another or push each other away, but like to work together. And that takes, we have to be so humble. We have to like burn with humility when we want, And I forgot what book it's in, The Tower of Babel.
Yeah, I think you're going to quote what I was going to quote.
Really?
Say it. I'll tell you that was
I
it.
don't know exactly the exact verse. Do you want to say it?
Nope, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say I was reading it, and I know, like, of course, there's the story of the Tower of Babel, has all sorts
Nimrod.
Yeah, I wasn't going to talk about Nimrod, but I was saying that there's a verse where it's the Lord talking about the people. And he said, like I'm paraphrasing, oh my gosh, look at them. They're all come together to do this as one. So nothing will be impossible for them. So I will give them different languages and so I feel like that was highlighted for me and like this understanding of like when we come together as one, nothing will be impossible for us. And I guess maybe in that case, that was going to lead to destruction or not good things. So God had to mumble jumble. But that's an important lesson.
They're coming together as one was, let's build a tower to the sky. And it was about power and us putting ourselves in the position of God and us building empires and, and it's the same. I mean, it's the same thing. It's literally the same thing as now. Empire building.
Right.
So
how can we
towers.
come together as one? I think that's so important, like in our families and our relationships, but then in our communities and the world. Like, I think it's everything. I think it's absolutely everything.
Yeah. Well, I think that's why probably why podcasts are such a interesting and like popular phenomenon right now is because it's like conversations are happening. Conversations, which that's the only way you get anywhere. It's like having conversations, having community, breaking bread, and trying to figure out what are we going to do here together, and how are we? Let me hear what you have to say so I can hear where you're coming from, as opposed to like I'm just going to think I know who you are and judge you based off of what I think you're saying or the words that you're saying that are different than mine.
Right. Judging. Yeah. Because it's like, it takes love to come together. Like what you're talking about is like loving. Like we're just loving each other. We're just community. We're just loving and living. It's simple. It's like so Jesus Christ. Like it's just so the purpose. I think it's the antidote to, I just think it is. Because it just so utterly destroys things when we're not.
Yeah, it just seems like it's the opposite of, like
Life.
It's the opposite of truth. Like the truth is family, kingdom, oneness. The Jewish folks, they say, Baruch atah Adonai, I think is, blessed be the Lord our God, or our God is one, probably butcher that all kinds of ways. But like what I was trying to get to is our God is one. Like there's a oneness that is in the nature of God. But there's also, I guess people could disagree theologically, but like there's this idea of communal aspect of God, the Trinity, this family thing. And so the idea that it's just like that's not like this unity is not the truth. This unity is not the truth of the universe. It's not the core. It's unity, oneness, not uniformity. It's diversity, but it's unity.
Yeah.
And that's how everything operates. So us at each other's throats in disunity is not the truth. It's not the way things move. It's the way things get chaotic and there's it seems like I think that's like the realization now is like, oh, there's a whole system that's like been designed to keep us acting like that. You know, this divide and conquer thing. I think so much of the way we act and the way we relate has been handed to us.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Even in spaces where it's like that, and that where we think we're being taught the truth. You know, there's all these denominations of church. There's all these, you know, there's Protestant, there's Catholic, there's Jew, Gentile. It's just like there's just so much duality.
Yeah. Yep. What the heck?
And ultimately, you know, it's funny how different people can be ideologically and still agree on love. Right. And that we should love and look after people, help, do good, you know. And some people would say that, like, well, you know, if they're X, Y, Z, well, then that's not, if they're not Christian or whatever, then that's not, they're not doing the right thing. It's like, well, you know, I always quote that verse. It's like, if it's, every good and perfect gift comes from, you know, down from the Father of lights. It's like, if it's good, if it's true, if it's right, I don't care what you call it or who you are. Like, that's Jesus. That's the truth. That's light. That's love. That's like, that is kingdom. And so it's almost as if, like, can we all get on board with that regardless of what we call it? Like, can it still be good? It's like, I feel like there's like people that would like rather not do that together with people who they disagree with just simply because of the words they use about it, you know, as opposed to like, can we just put differences aside and like go feed people and go love people and be kind and be other-centered and, you know, regardless of, like, that's something I think we can all agree on, with regardless of what you call that or how you arrive at that.
Yeah. And it's like, it's got like, you know, I just feel like there's like, you know, the Christian organization and like they love God and they want to go like bless and feed the people and like, yes. So, but it's like, I'm sure there are a bunch of like non-Christian people who just really want to help feed people because God's tugging at their hearts as well. And like, they love people and like, but it's almost like, there's a clash when they come together because we are like, we've got to save them, you know? And like, we want everybody to get saved, but it's like, and then like, they judge me because they're like, I'm not there yet. And they're trying to save me and I don't want to, you know, it's like, can we just go feed people?
Well, the idea of being saved, it's like me, it's like, well, I don't need to be saved or want to be saved or like,
you're like, saved from what?
Saved from what? Or like, what are you're
so judgy.
Yeah, you're in the boat and I'm drowning in the water,
exactly.
you know, like
they're judging me.
Yeah.
And then we're judging them because they're judgy. Yeah, so it's like it creates a clash. But perhaps if we could trust that God is love and that he's working through us all to love, that maybe us just loving each other, you know, I think he can do some work in that, you know, help us. I think we need that. And not try and fix each other, change each other, even that, like being okay with that's where you are, you know, and trusting that God is going to take you on the journey. Like he took me on the journey, you know?
Right. Like you described yourself like I wasn't doing all the right things to end up where you weren't doing all the right things to end up at the blessing.
No, I just called upon the name of the Lord, even though I didn't know his name. You know?
You said you were seeking.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He was. Yeah.
Let's say ask, seek, knock.
Yeah.
These things, you know, it doesn't say how. It just says ask. It says seek. It says knock.
Yeah.
You know,
Just like those Muslim people who are like, I just had this vision of Jesus. Like,
right.
I'm ready to like kill people for Allah or whatever. And then I have this vision of Jesus. It's like they're really genuinely seeking God. They just don't know who's who.
Sure. Yeah, there's people that would say like, Allah, that's not God, whatever. It's like, well, I don't know if that's the case, but like, maybe that's what they call it. Like,
Right.
there was an Indian, I heard about an Indian tribe where there were like these people went to try and evangelize them or whatever, and they told them, and they're like, oh yeah, that's Wakantanka. It's like, they knew about God, the Father and the Son, but they just called it by different names,
Yeah.
And, and it says even like, what is it in Romans? Like the earth, God's creation, you can see. There's like he made it plain in the created things that you could experience and know. My brother Justice is always talking about that. Like I experienced God in the trees. Like
Yeah.
And there's a way that people feel connected to God.
Which they probably don't feel sometimes in churches.
Oh, I
They're
guarantee
like
you.
people of the wind,
Yeah.
But I must say, that's true. And it is very helpful, though, to definitely actually know, like
What's that?
It's like, I believe God gets to us, however, through whatever.
Yeah.
But also I find from my own experience how helpful it is. Like, and I know God and I know the promises of God now because I know actually this is the truth and this is where it's written, the things that will help me, because, I need to avoid this. What does the Bible say? Like how important it is that people actually do know those things that are there to feed us and give us life and be a lamp to our feet and protect us and help us to pass that on to our children,
Sure, you can definitely save yourself a world of trouble.
Yeah.
It's like save yourself many a pain and trip to the emergency room as a kid by listening to your parents when they tell you don't touch the stove. Like you could or don't go out in the street. So there's the wind that blows. You don't know where, but there's also seems to be like it's not chaotic or purposeless or just willy-nilly. There's a it's
Yeah.
I'm thinking of there's a lyric of mine in my song The Oak of the Golden Dream. It's blowing towards a place where the fountain of grace will never end. It's like it's headed somewhere, even though we may not know how or why but
Yeah.
and that's the kind of the key is like
Right.
connecting with that, finding that, listening to that. Yes, go say it.
I
Go.
just think it's
Yes.
so exciting.
Oh.
What you're saying, because if it's like, okay, the Lord is really moving and speaking like in the trees to justice and in the, dreams to this person and that person. And it's like, and the people are, really like I was like, I want you, God. I just want you. However, and all the different ways they're understanding God. It's like, what kind of wonderful move will God do with the earth as he blows, those people.
Well, and I think that like what you just described is what people experience. Guarantee. And then they go into institutional settings in which they tell them, well, that can't be true because of X, Y, Z. Well, because look at you and what's your life, and so then it's just like layers and layers and layers of
Trauma.
Yeah. And so that's why people want nothing to do with church, which I get. There's a lot of times I didn't want still don't want anything to do with church. But they don't want anything to do with Christians, which I also get. Or, you know, I think they don't want anything to do, or what they think they don't want anything to do with is, you know, categorized as religion, Christianity, Jesus. You know, they just kind of lump it in because they've had an experience with people or institutions that have represented it poorly, which, like, we all do on an everyday basis.
I know.
But at the, it's just like they're rejecting a misrepresentation. They're rejecting not the real thing, you know?
Yes. Who we want the real thing. We want the...
Yeah, what is it? Like John Crowder says, like, you can't resist Mr. Love. You can't, I mean, you can, but like when you taste it for real, like you say, like...
How can you...
Yeah, it's like you just melt, you know, when you experience it for real.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's not all the time. I mean, I probably should be. Maybe some people, like the mystics or like these monks are like just swimming in it all the time. And
like, I don't need
I'm sure
food.
I'm sure that's like probably the way it's supposed to be, but on a daily basis, it's like you're just trying to get back. You're like trying to stay in that place.
Trying to stay in that place, yeah.
Anyways, say something interesting while I check how long we've been going.
I don't see the spider right now. Yeah, I'm so excited about this.
That's good. That was good. That was good. Like, you know, it was a good. The wind.
The wind took us.
Over here took us over here. Took us over there. Started with the spider. The spider's in the bathroom.
What in the world with the spider? Maybe he'll be back every episode.
That would be cool.
Would it?
Maybe not. Yeah, that's good. I think it's a good. That's a good. We've been, you know, it's a good full circle thing. That's what we wanted. That's what we want to do. We want to be a liaison or intermediary or a representation that allows people to come in, you know, the whole like taste and see, like, you know, hopefully people feel like they can let down their walls, let down their guard, and connect and move in a way that they haven't before, and feel connected to God, Spirit, truth, encounter Jesus, be transformed, and then see like what that does to their life, you know. And it doesn't have to look like anything. That has to look however that transforms you, and what that, you know.
Yes. What is God genuinely going to do with you? Genuinely. And it shouldn't try and look like things that you see everywhere because people don't have it right. You know what I mean? Like I'm saying, like, let's not get into a religious trap.
Yeah.
But he genuinely will change you and bless you and equip you for all the amazing journeys you're going to go on in life, this adventure.
Yeah, you said humility. You mentioned humility. It takes great humility. And I think it's like, you know, we like, especially in like reading the Bible and asking for things, you learn that you're supposed to ask for certain things that are good, the fruits of the Spirit, you know, ask for patience, ask for humility. It's like we think these things are just like downloaded into our spirit like the Matrix or whatever. Just like, I know, I'm humble now. I am patient now. But it's like, it's actually, okay. What that actually means is like, put me through hell. Put me through hell. And on the other side, I will learn how to be patient.
That's so interesting you say hell because that's a fire. It really is. I'm like, is this hell? This feeling I'm in right now? Is this a part of what that is? You know, when your flesh and your everything is just in the torment, and you're like, I'm going to choose love. I'm going to let this go. I'm going to die right now.
I think the dying is definitely it. Like,
Yeah.
I guess the reason I brought it up is like, you know, I always think about like why, you know, this is the wind. This is like we're following the wind and doing this in this particular moment. It's like, why in this particular moment, and why not a few years ago? I've tried to do something like this, and I've been kicked off social media. I went about it certain ways, you know, all kinds of ways. But like at this point in my life, it's like I just feel like Job. Like,
Word.
I just feel like I know nothing. I know nothing about anything. I thought I knew what this all was supposed to look like. I thought I knew what I was here to do. And what better time to start a podcast? I have nothing to say.
You tell me.
I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Take it away, Lord.
So here's a bunch of stuff that we want to talk about that we don't know anything about. But I guess that's what humility is. Like, I was like, find yourself at a place of like, I don't think too highly of my own opinion. I don't think too highly of my own whatever. Like, I'm just at a place where I'm like, been through so much to where it's like, well, I guess you just fully reliant on God and where He's going to take you, what He's going to do, because it's like you have squeezed the reins to your hands are just like bloody, and you're, you know,
your horse is dead.
Popping.
Your horse is dead. You're still trying to ride him.
Popping blood vessels in your forehead to get to where it is that you think you need to get to go, and it's like, all right, fine. Like, I guess we're not going there. Where are we going? Like, nope, you don't get to know that either. Like, so just come along for the ride.
Yep, I'll follow you, okay?
And then, yeah, see where the wind blows.
Yeah, that's part of it. That's, yeah, but, yeah. Yeah.
But that's why he's the best dad by par.
He really is the best dad by far. He really is. And I'm finding too, like, this humility is like decided. I know we're trying to end this, and I keep like opening up things.
I know. I keep like getting to the end where it's like the wind and just following the wind.
The wind.
But one more thing.
But anyways, let me just say this real quick, okay? Let me just say this real quick. It's like humility, and like true humility. Like there's the humility of like, yeah, that humility you're talking about. We all know what that one is. But then also like, I think that goes with that, like knowing how awesome you are as well. Like maybe in that, like when Jesus was going to wash the disciples' feet, I forgot what book it's in, but the
Bible.
The Bible. That's right. I forgot who was the author of that. Somebody wrote that. It's this one guy, and girls didn't write it. And anyways, it says knowing, paraphrasing, knowing who he was, knowing all of that, he bent down and washed their feet. And I think that's a part of it too. Like really, when we let go of, like you're saying, where am I trying to take us? Like, letting go of all of my thoughts, then welcoming like, well, what does God also say about who I am? Like I'm actually magnificent and awesome, and I'm supposed to shine, and I'm supposed to be vibrant and reflect His glory, and and so that's a part of it as well.
That's true. And maybe the process is the tearing away of the things that would stand in the way of that. Mm-hmm. The humbling is not necessarily like a beating down.
Yeah.
It's a removing of false pretense. It's a removing of not seeing clearly.
Sure. Yeah. And just not being angry and hurtful and things like that. Just letting love conquer all those things in you. Loving other people. Coming together no matter what. Shutting your mouth when you could, mouth off. Saying I'm sorry. Those sorts of things.
Are you giving me marriage advice right now?
I'm not at all.
Parenting advice?
No. Marriage is just hot babe, hot guy.
Maybe,
Exactly.
doing the dishes every once in a while.
No, he washes his own dish. He does.
That is true. That is true. I do wash my one
You told me
dish.
that everybody needs one dish and we should just live that way. And I'm like, no.
Well, there's like 5 people in our house.
It's like,
We eat 3 meals.
but I cook everything.
That's true. That's true.
Anyways.
But if there's 5 people and they each use one dish, and there's the other cooking things.
You're right. You're right.
And if you teach one of those kids that are capable to also clean their dish, one dish, as opposed to...
Are you giving me advice now? Mothering advice?
No, definitely not. I wouldn't dare. But anyways, let me...
Okay. That's it.
So if you have... It's just like, there's 5 people. And if they're all using 15 dishes, that's a lot of dishes to clean.
It gets out of hand. But like, I'm making it, and then there's the pot's dirty.
So all I'm saying is I try to do my
dishes,
part.
And then somebody needs this, and then I gotta wash this, but then somebody else just pooped on the floor, and then someone is screaming.
I'm sorry about
it's
that.
Math homework, and I'm just
I'm
like,
sorry I went about.
just put the dishes.
I'm sorry
over
I pooped
there.
on the floor. I'm planning on cleaning it up. That's a good spot to end.
Yes, the wind.
Should we really end right there?
Yes.
See you next time.
Love you. Should we pray for the people?
Oh, okay. This is why you're so much better than me.
I just want to bless the people.
Yeah.
Bless you in the name of Jesus. Whoever's listening, may you be filled to overflowing with the love of God and the inspiration and the wind of the Holy Spirit. I pray for encounters for you and healing, that you know how important you are, how loved you are, how His amazing, ravishing love is for you, that He's with you wherever you are, whether you're doing all the right things or you're not. He loves you. You're in the palm of His hand, and He's working everything out for your good, so that one day you can embrace Him and just really get to experience just how loved and wonderful you are.
Yes. And yeah, we just pray that this goes to those who need it most, and finds its way kind of in the cracks and the crevices where people are hurting and need this and need to hear this, and I haven't heard this before, whatever this is, but that it would touch them in ways that, and they would experience Jesus like you experienced Jesus, where it's like outside of all the noise, outside of all the whatever I thought I knew, but and it would be transformative and real and not anything besides that. Just be true and real. True and real. Amen.
Okay. But can I?
Amen. Yeah.
We're here for a while. We can cut this out. But can I pray for you?
Oh, yeah. The Lord knows I need tons of prayer.
No, I just love you. This is a big moment. We're cutting this out.
Okay.
Oh, we don't have to?
No, we don't have to.
God, thank you so much for my husband and this amazing venture and the call on his life and everything you've put in his hands and just this whole enterprise that he is going to steward. I just pray that you would be so clear in his spirit, and that this would be a true love story of epic double portion Job. What's the word? Trials. Bless him. Amen.
And thank you for my wife, who makes this way better and way trailer.
It's true.
And thank you for that she's a gift, and she's wonderful and beautiful and loving and tender and kind and selfless and inspiring in all those ways to me, who needs to work on all those things. Amen. Amen.
Boy, can he wash a dish, though. I'm telling you. Amen. Just kidding.
And cut.